back to the Pasolivo kitchen cuisine. My name's Noelle. Today we're going to be making a lemon and truffle risotto with chicken. Risotto can often be kind of intimidating to make. There's kind of a fine line between really al dente, beautifully cooked rice and a creamy liquid versus like a bowl of mush. Happens sometimes. But I did a lot of developing and learned some really cool tips and tricks along the way to help you make the best risotto at home. So, yeah. Alright, so first off we're going to get our 10 cups of water going on the back burner. So I got 10 cups of water in here, and I have some chicken bouillon. And a little bit of salt too. And we're just going to bring this to a low simmer. While that starts, we're going to get going on the chicken. Alright, so here we got some chicken breast tenders. I had these instead of actual chicken breasts because they're smaller and they cook a little bit more evenly. It looks a little bit nicer on top of the risotto when we're plating. And I'm going to season it with kosher salt. And then we have our lemon pepper blend and our truffle salt as well. And it's just a little tiny bit of the truffle salt because a little goes a very long way. It's potent stuff. Alright, now we're going to take these over to the Dutch oven, sear them on both sides. Alright, so now we're going to heat up about 2 tablespoons of the garlic lemon olive oil in the Dutch oven. And you want to make sure this is nice and hot before you put in the chicken. Alright, so now that the chicken is done, I'm going to take it out and set it aside, and we're going to get started on sauteing the onions. So I'm going to deglaze the pan with a little bit of water because there's quite a bit of brown bits stuck on the bottom. Just kind of scraping the bottom of the pot a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to add another 3 tablespoons of the garlic lemon olive oil and the onion, finely chopped. Alright, so this you want to keep stirring pretty frequently because you're not looking for it to brown, you just want to cook it until it's translucent. About 5 minutes. Alright, now that the onion is looking pretty translucent, I'm going to add a pinch of salt and then half a cup of water. And we're going to let this simmer until all of the water evaporates and the onion is left just sizzling in oil. I'm going to add our 2 cups of arborio rice. Stir it really well, and we're going to toast the rice until the edges of the rice are translucent and it kind of makes a clattering sound when it hits the sides of the pot. Should take only about a minute. Now I have 1 cup of white wine that I'm going to add. And we're going to stir this until the wine evaporates. And you really want to make sure it's all cooked out or else it'll taste weird at the end product. So now that all the wine has evaporated, we're going to start adding in the chicken broth. And you just want to do about 1 cup at a time. And you want to keep it moving so the rice doesn't stick to the bottom of the pot and burn. But you also don't want to overstir because all those starches are going to develop and kind of turn the consistency more gluey. Not very pleasant. So just gently stir it like every 30 seconds or so until most of the water has evaporated. Alright, so you know it's time to add another cup full when you can run your spoon through it and there's a clear path of the pot on the bottom. Looks like it's ready now. And it takes about 2 minutes for each cupful to incorporate. So you may not end up using all 10 cups of the broth, but you know the rice is ready when it's pretty al dente. You don't want the mixture to be thick like a porridge, but more on the soupy side of things because we're actually going to end up adding quite a bit of cheese to it, so you want it to be a little bit thinner rather than thicker. Okay, so we got most of the water incorporated. The rice is pretty al dente. This is kind of the texture that you want. It's pretty liquidy. And you want it that way because we're gonna add a bunch of cheese in there too, so it's gonna thicken up a little bit more. So I got 1 cup of grated Parmesan. And then we have 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Gonna add in a pretty good pinch of the lemon pepper blend. And we got our truffle salt too. You wanna do a little bit at a time because a little goes a very long way. Just gonna stir to incorporate, and then you can decide if it needs more salt, more pepper, a little bit more butter, whatever you